Hello and welcome to the Kindred Essence Tarot and to my latest reading, which is about what karma will the narcissist in your life receive. Or hopefully the narcissist is somebody that you've known in your past, right? Because we don't want these characters in our life. But so, what is the karma of the narcissist in your life, past or present? Hopefully past. But yeah, this is my cat here. She likes to join me for the readings sometimes. Oops, she's messed up the first pile. So we've got three piles here. So yeah, we're going to look into what is the karma for the narcissist. Like we may even pick up like what happened in the situation, what's the karma, or whatever else the cards want to convey. We'll just see what that is. So we've got three piles here. We've got pile number one, the red flashlight pile, pile number two, the yellow flashlight pile, and pile number three, the orange flashlight pile. My cat is trying to distract me. You can see her right here, but she's not going to distract me. I'm going to get to pile number one. Let's see, what is the karma for the narcissist in your life? The red flashlight pile. Let's see what comes up. So let's see if we can get information on their karma, the situation, or whatever else the universe wants to convey to us. All right? Page of Cups. The Lovers, interesting. The Two of Cups, well, fascinating. Two sort of interconnection, relationship-like cards. And let's see what else. My cat is getting in the way. I normally put the card where her head is, but we'll get it all in the frame. We'll do that. We've got the Moon and the Ace of Pentacles. So we've got, let's move everything up just so I can get everything in the frame for pile number one. So we've got Page of Cups, the Lovers, the Two of Cups, the Moon, the Two of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. So let's see, let's tune in and see what we get here. So my sense is that the Lovers and the Two of Cups are what the narcissist's karma is. And what the karma is they'll feel that they feel that love, what I get is that love is just out of reach for them. Love is out of reach for them. And it's almost like, what I get the sense is that people have offered them love. Okay, they've offered them love, and they've shattered it, twisted it, taken it, and left the person in ruins. That's what I got. They've left. People have offered them various forms of love, and they've taken it, twisted it, and like just torn every bit of love that people have given to them. Let's see what else I can get with that. Yeah, I get the Gypsy Oracle deck here. We've got sorrow. So I get that they've left a lot of people in sorrow. This could be through friendships, relationships, even family. They've engaged in actions that have broken other people's hearts. I'm hearing very severely, and it's sort of like they did that very narcissistically, of not caring about the sorrow that they cause other people. Just going, I'm hearing they go through people like toilet paper. This could be friends, this could be lovers, but it's just like they go through people like toilet paper is what I get. Leave people in so much sorrow. And it's sort of like they expect to be, after all this, they expect to be given the highest amount of love, but I'm hearing that it will not be given to them because they've left other people in sorrow. And I'm going to just get some more details about how exactly did they leave people in sorrow. I'm getting very much verbal abuse. I'm getting that the Emperor in reverse. That's just what I'm getting, the reverse, even though it came up upright. But I'm getting that it's a sense of, like, just, there's a sense of very much a hardness about this person and just being so callous of people's yeah, that's what I'm getting. I'm getting a sense of they're very callous with people's hearts, right? They've got the two cards that are very much about interconnection and hearts, and I'm getting they have this energy of being so interconnected, or sort of very callous with in regards to people's connections, either ruining other people's connections or just causing pain in any connection that they have with people. Interesting. And yeah, I've got my cat just right here watching. She's such she adds such a wonderful sense of peace to my life when I'm doing these readings. I think she helps me on some level to do these readings. But it's sort of like, yeah, they were very callous and very unfeeling with the Emperor I got was in reverse. And they left people in emotional, the moon is a very emotional card. They left people in very much in limbo. Like I'm hearing that they caused pain, left, caused pain, left, caused pain. It's going to be the friendships as well, too. But it's sort of like in limbo, holding the ball, leaving people. It's like I hear see this image of them coming in, and then people thinking they're fine, and then I saw this image of a graph shooting up, and then they just hit people with this energy of just emotional pain through various tactics. I'm hearing various, like, very manipulative or just aggressive tactics with the Emperor, and then they leave people in emotional shambles, holding the ball almost, like holding the ball. And I'm getting that messenger. I get this image too. I'm getting great images that this person does a lot of psychological damage. This particular narcissist, with they gossip, and they slander, like they very much slander behind people's back, which causes rifts among people. That's what I'm getting. They give messages, but they're distortive messages, and it causes. So that's what I'm getting to. They've caused rifts with the. See, my cat agrees with me. She's like, yeah, I agree. But they cause rifts in other people, or to their ruptures into their relationship. They cause ruptures to their own relationships, but ruptures. So they just add this toxicity that doesn't need to be there. Gossipy messages, backstabbing, um, yeah, misfortune. They cause. They tell. I'm getting these images. They tell other people that this other person is misfortune, when weirdly they are the one who is misfortune. And I got fortune. Interesting. I got misfortune and fortune, and I see this image of almost. I get the word. Okay, I got triangulation. Yeah, I think I know somebody like this. So it's sort of like they create this message of, this person's saying that somebody else is a misfortune to rupture. I just keep on getting this image of rupturing other people's relationships, whether they be platonic or romantic. They go misfortune. They create a message, and with words, I'm getting like triangulation. You know what triangulation is? Like, look it up if you want to, but it's sort of like, look it up. You should, if you don't know what that is, you should look up that word and figure out what that is. But yeah, triangulation, like saying like, oh, this person. Well, I hear them saying like this person, like creating stories about other people and saying, oh, but this person is fortunate and good, but this person isn't. Like just creating lies, saying one thing while it's another, and then saying one thing, like distorted lies. I hear about it. Like I hear the only 3% is the truth. Like they say distorted lies about other people. Malady. Like they may. Yeah, I'm getting like a really distorted, like sick energy from this person. Like really, and it's like almost like their mind, and like almost doesn't know the stories that they're saying. Like it's sort of like. I hear that they come up with imaginative stories about other people, and it's just sort of like, and it's sort. I had this image of somebody just nodding their head. Oh, okay. Um, um, like just saying, um, like taking away people's hope, but still telling somebody who's forced to listen about it, but they don't really. They're like, is this really true? Like they just come up with these awful stories about people, but then say, oh well, this person is great over here, you should hang out. Like, it's just an image of triangulation is what I get. Well, this one person's bad, but this person's really great. So let's see what's more about their karma, right? I'm just getting a really distorted, toxic, very malignant narcissist. So I'm getting it. Three of Swords is their ultimate, and then victory. So having a permanent state of heartbreak that they don't know that they have, but also not ever having victory. Not having, it's sort of like they feel like they really want to have victory, and they want to have victory quickly, rush in for them. But instead, the victory will go into the other direction. It will go to someone else. I'm hearing another karma is, and I got this pop into my mind. It's like they'll have another person, their nemesis. Like they've made somebody. I'm hearing that they made somebody a nemesis who isn't even. They like to make people into enemies. Is what I'm hearing, and I'm hearing they've made somebody into an enemy who isn't an enemy, and I hear that the victory will go to them as opposed to them. Like the victory will go to somebody else, and they were expecting the victory to rush into them, but instead it's going to go to someone else. And yeah, I hear a prominent sense of heartbreak. I'm also getting. See, let's clarify the Three of Swords. It's sort of like the Hierophant. I'm hearing, okay, what I'm hearing too is they're heartbreaking because their authority is going to be taken away. They put themselves in a position of authority. They've tried to put themselves, but somebody is going to show them up and show them that they're not the authority. Like I hear that they like to put themselves in the position of authority. Like it could be a spiritual narcissist, but just putting themselves in the position, and it could be somebody who lies about their knowledge, lies about what they know, and then I'm hearing somebody's going to do some digging on this person. The Knight of Pentacles, because yeah, I get a very arrogant narcissist, and like, aren't they all? I mean, that's one of the hallmarks of narcissists, but it's sort of like a religious, but then somebody's going to do the legwork, and or either the victory, they're going to do the legwork and expose this person, I'm hearing, and then they'll come in very subtly, and then or they're going to, victory is going to go someone else other than themselves. So yeah, it's not going to be a good day for that narcissist. What else? What other karma for the narcissists? Love, and I'm hearing they'll never feel true love, no matter who they are with. They'll never find true love, and money. They'll never have enough money, or if they have enough money, the money will not make it any better. They either won't have money, or the money will not make them happy. Interesting. So it's like this sense of emptiness that they're very, I guess that's a very unconsciousness and falseness. Falseness came out, but it's sort of like it's not even that they're false. They are false, but it's sort of like they're false to themselves. Like they create such a false narrative that, and never, I'm getting again, never finding true love. And even if they find it, it's sort of like it's not gonna fill the void. And I'm hearing that, and what I'm getting is that too, is that despair. So they're going to have a sense of despair, but it's sort of like an unconscious despair that they never are able to rectify because they're so false even to themselves. Like they have, I don't know if you know about narcissists, but they have like a false image but they even lie to themselves with that image. So and it's basically a despair, a sense of despair, because they'll never even see beyond their own false image that they present to themselves. Very much a lot of self delusion I get too, a lot of self delusion, like and despair, because they're so false to themselves. Alright, that's all we've got for pile number 3, or pile number 1. I hope you really enjoyed that reading. Maybe I'm going to pull just one oracle card, something for you to, so make a plan. That's what I got. That's the card that came out. Make a plan. So I'm hearing is that to extricate, in some cases to extricate yourself from this, you need to make a plan to get away from this person, or how to deal with them. But I'm hearing just trust yourself. There's an inner knowing that's away from this, the tomfoolery I'm hearing, or the chaos that this person. I'm hearing also this person creates chaos. So make a plan if you have to deal with them. How to deal with the chaos of this person. Make a plan and rely on your true heart, not your mind, to navigate this person. Because I'm hearing they're like a landmine. But if you use your heart to navigate this person, you'll do better. You'll be able to outmaneuvering. What I'm hearing is you will be able to outmaneuver this person by connecting to your heart and connecting to your true higher self, which I'm hearing this person will never do. So connect to your true higher self as a way to plan and know how to move forward with this person and hopefully away from them. But that's what we've got for pile number one. And like here, have faith too. That's what I heard too. Have faith. You could have a better life away from this person, even if they're a family member, even if they've really effed up your life. I'm hearing that you can have hope that things can get better and you can heal from this person. And that's what we've got for pile number one. Maybe give it a like or comment if it resonated. Perhaps subscribe if you check out my other videos and see if I make the topics that you like to watch bigger cards about. Check the playlist section, see what topics I address, and see if you'd like to subscribe to this channel. But I hope that was helpful to you, and I hope that you have a good day. Alright, now it is time for pile number two, the yellow flashlight pile. What is the karma for this narcissist, this narcissist that you've had the misfortune of knowing? Let's see, what is the karma? What's the karma? So yeah, we might see what they've done, what their karma is, like maybe their effect on other people. But we're just going to probe into the karma of the pile number two, the yellow narcissist, we'll call them, the yellow flashlight pile narcissist. We've got the Five of Cups, we've got the High Priestess, we've got the Four of Wands, we've got the Five of Swords, and I've got the Six of Cups. So what I'm going to, okay, let's see, what is their karma? Oh, first, let's see, what kind of a person are they? I get that this is their karma. I'm kind of looking at, I'm first getting that this kind of, they can be kind of a cold person. I've got the Knight of Swords, the Lovers, the Lovers, and the Two of Cups. So what I'm getting with this is, okay, what I'm getting with this personality is that this person okay, I'm hearing what this means. Okay, so with the personality, then we'll get to the karma. First talk about their personality and then to the karma. So I'm getting that they can put on a very warm, charming facade. They could be female, they could be male, but it's like either way, it's sort of like a charming, loving, fun-loving, they've got the narcissist charm, unfortunately, right? Which is unfortunate because well, they can suck us into their trap, right? So I'm hearing that they had such a warm, loving, interpersonal way of interacting that you didn't really see this coming. And so this is what I'm getting. I'm hearing that they create a sort of a sense of loving interconnection, but they're really the Knight of Swords in reverse, which is sort of like that's who they really are. Their true character is, and I hear the quote: appealing to a narcissist's good nature is like spitting into an ocean and expecting it to make a difference. So that just popped into my head. Yeah, like appealing to a narcissist's good nature is like spitting into an ocean and expecting it to make a difference. I heard that somewhere. I don't know where, but that just popped into my head right now. So yeah, I'm getting it. They have like a very sense of like, like fun-loving, charming, interconnection. But I'm hearing that they're a snake who is cold, calculating, and has no compassion. That's what I'm hearing with the Knight of Swords in reverse, right? Which is because he's not the most. I mean, all the court cards have their positive and negative attributes. They all do, but I'm hearing for this, it's in reverse. It's sort of like it's somebody who's cold, calculating, just rushes in, and has no feelings whatsoever. But it's opposite to what they present, because they present as like a loving, person. So I'm gonna say that this person tends towards the covert side. I'm hearing they could also be like a sociopath who, but I'm getting a covert narcissist that has very cold and unempathetic, even in some cases cruel, but at the very least cold and unempathetic, and they present themselves as a very loving sort of, maybe even communal narcissists, but like they present as, oh, loving. They've got those skills down, those social skills of connection, and people don't know what they're like. But then I hear about 4 years in, I heard the word 4 years in, people start to figure out what they're like, and some people get sort of, if any, in sort of interactions with this person, and they soon figure out what this person is truly like. And I'm getting that their karma is. Okay, what's their karma? I'm getting that. Okay, I'm getting about three different things. I'm hearing one thing is to feel unutterably alone with their own, and disappointed, alone, and they're disappointed. I'm also hearing that they're sort of, okay, this is what I'm getting, is like they're completely trapped by their structure that they have in their life. That's what I'm getting, right? I'm getting that they kind of, the structure of what's in their life, their marriage or whatever it is, they're completely trapped in it. So I feel like they're trapped. They're trapped in, because this narcissist I hear, it's very important for them to present an image, like image is everything, which is like narcissists. They don't care about actuality. They only care about the image that do they like to portray to everyone else. That's the most. We all care about image to some extent, but it's sort of like they basically they just care about the image. So it's sort of like, I hear they're trapped by always having um to create a certain image to everybody, and they're really trapped in whatever situation that they're in. It's not a good situation, is what I hear. And I'm hearing you may not know how bad it actually is. I'm hearing their situation, and they feel very alone. They also feel that they've knocked over the cups, right? The cups, like or that's what I'm hearing. They've knocked over the cups themselves, and now they're looking at it. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. They've knocked over the cups themselves, like they've created all some sort of, like, so yeah, because what I'm hearing is what their personality, right, which is probably the thing that produces karma, is pretending to be this loving, like being very fake, pretending to be this loving person, but then just coming up behind you and stabbing you in the back suddenly, because this guy rushes in suddenly and stabs you in the back. And I'm hearing that they're alone. Their life is a fake, fraudulent. And I'm hearing you may not know just how much their life is a fraud. You may not even know. You may have some intuitive sense, but you don't really know. I hear you only you only know 20% of the picture. So I'm hearing that their karma is to. I'm hearing that they're either they're a slave. What their karma is they're a slave to their own mind. They're a slave to their own mind, but they're also they're a slave to their own mind, at the mercy of their own mind. But I'm also hearing that they might ever, in some cases, meet their match. They may meet their match who's just as fake as they are, and somebody's going to, either that, or somebody's going to call them out on their BS and sort of embarrass them and attack their ego. So I'm hearing that their own mental crap is their karma, but they're also they're basically they're somebody can meet their own match, or somebody who has had enough. I'm hearing somebody who has had enough will call them out and be just as brutal as they are, because the Knight of Swords, I hear there's a lot of emotional brutality and a lot of pretense, but they'll be able to you know they'll basically be able to like, someone will call them out and attack. Somebody's gonna attack their precious ego, is what I hear. And what's another bit of karma that they're gonna get? lord. I'm hearing they're used to being. They like to be the one in control, but somebody is going to uproot that and take away their stability. Somebody's going to uproot their sense of stability, and I'm hearing it will be exposed to their fraudulent nature will be exposed, and cheerfulness. And I'm hearing, and when I take this card, I see this. I'm hearing somebody might let them have it at the dinner table, or in some situation, somebody's going to let them have it. And they're going to upset, they're no longer going to have control. And we've got, conversation. I'm hearing somebody could call them out in front of other people. Somebody might get really angry and chew them out in front of other people. Might be their karma, and their facade, their facade will be exposed, and they will be in store. Their fraud, and they will be forced to face themselves because their fraud, and I'm hearing their sweetheart could leave them. I'm hearing that that's another karma. Is their sweetheart could could leave them, and I'm also hearing that they're permanently, they're almost permanently stuck in the past with the of Cups. It's almost like that's why they're so damaged, is because they're kind of stuck in the past, and they never moved behind some sort of state of development, and that's why they're so they're very damaged, right? They're very damaged. And journey. Yeah, I'm hearing that they'll be stopped at every turn. They'll be stopped at every turn until they'll face their shadow self, and they won't be allowed to make money, is what I hear. And something else about the karma. 4 from the top for my wisdom. 1, 2, 3, 4. We reevaluate their priorities. I'm hearing that their priorities are completely askew, and they will be bumped up against that until they're forced to face that their priorities are askew. Let's see what else. So let's see, what did they do to you? I'm hearing they did about 4 different things. This is a general reading, but um, let's see, what else, what did they do to you? They did the Empress. They they tried to either destroy what you created, or they tried to rain on your parade, or they tried to. I'm hearing in this case, some cases that they could be your mother, and they tried to they played favorites. Unless I get with the Knight of Cups reversed, it's almost like emotional manipulation. They played favorites. They could be a grandma or a mother who played favorites, and only was friends or with or family members that sort of told the line for to where it to what their thinking was. So they're really self. I get a matriarch energy for this one, that just um that like that didn't allow, and I hear they didn't allow people to grow. They didn't allow people to grow, and they try and I hear that they may have done that to you, but they'll do that if they have kids. They'll do that to their own kids, where they'll basically not allow them to grow. And I'm hearing that one of their kids may grow up to be just as bad as they are, and it will be a nightmare for them. I'm hearing that, yeah, if they have kids, like one of them will grow up to be just as bad as they are, and then there'll be this absolute nightmare to deal with. And I'm hearing like it will be like birthing 3 of them in one body. Like it's almost like they'll birth a child that's like amplified, that will be impossible to deal with because they're impossible to deal with. So it's sort of like they'll amplify somebody that is so much worse, and they'll be completely trapped by this person. Or somebody will, so their own child, I hear in some cases, could call them out and be super difficult, or someone else could, somebody else. They'll be forced to run into somebody who they need to reckon with. But in some cases, it could be their own child, who's either calls them out or is as obnoxious either they confront them or they're just like them, and it's so unpleasant to deal with this child. I'm hearing, and death, and I'm hearing too that like it's sort of like their soul is in a permanent state of death. Is what I'm hearing. Also, what else? Prison and scholar. I'm hearing sort of being tied to their mind is another karma, and sort of like frivolity, like never feeling a state of freedom because they create so many snares for themselves. And also, I'm hearing becoming an old woman and having these patterns, these narcissistic patterns still. I'm hearing if they even make it that far. But I'm hearing being an unhealed narcissist is a karma enough. And see what else karma do we have? Priest. So it's sort of like what do I get from that? Like sort of like I'm getting like a sense of ominous, a constant ominous death-like energy around them, and it's just like it's let's see it another five from the bottom. One, two, three, four, five. So not having the independence, and I'm hearing with that is like not having the power that they want. They're not having the power that they want. Not having the independence that they want. Not having sort of the ultimate pentacle that they want will be there, becoming an old woman and not having the sort of all the pentacles that they want, not having the riches. And I hear that they feel like they deserve riches, but they're too like they just don't. Yeah. Oh, and I got the 10 9 of cups too. The nine of the oh yeah, the 9 of cups, and then the 9 of pentacles, both nines. Never feeling complete because they don't move beyond their self-centered unsafety and their kind of cruel nature. Their cruel and sensitive nature and their pretentious fake nature, never moving beyond that and always being never truly, because nines are not completing, right? Like tens are completion, nines is almost completion. So it's sort of like being in this state of limbo, almost being stuck in their childhood. Being very, I get there's also a sense of childlikeness for this person. So it's sort of like they're stuck in a state of childlikeness and immature childlikeness, and just not realizing that there's something wrong and just being constantly stuck in that state till they're an old woman is what I'm hearing. But let's see if we can get any cards to help you. So I've got detached from drama. So I'm hearing that this person could really have embedded themselves in your life in some cases, or they may be a big part of your life. I'm hearing trying to figure out how to detach from that. Make a plan. So yeah, make a plan to detach from that. The drama around this person. Reflect on your truth. So I'm hearing that you need to claim your heart and your body and your soul back. All parts of you need to be claimed back after your encounter with this person. And it's sort of like you need to do that in a way that totally separates yourself energetically from this person. So you need to do that in a way that makes you feel like whole and that you can separate for yourself from this person. And I'm hearing that you are whole just as you are. You are whole as you are. And do not allow this person to take any pieces away from you, because you are whole. Just as they may have tried to take pieces away from you, they may have tried to tell you that you're not good enough. But I hear it is them who is not alright. They may have tried to put that on you and make it seem like you are the bad one. But I'm hearing that is not the case. That is just a, a sort of like a unsafe projection. I hear that you really need to put the pieces of yourself together, and that's you can do that by making a plan, going into the inner recesses of your heart that is untouched by this person. You can do that. I hear that you can do that now. You have the tools to do that, and reflecting on your truth and reflecting on who you truly are, because this person may have told you their Knight of Swords, verbal attacks. They may have tried to tell you who you are, but I'm hearing no. Do not allow this self-centered person to tell you who you are. You know who you are. You know who you are at the core level, and this is the person's a fake person who has sneak attacks, and you know who you are at a core level. So that's what I'm hearing, that you need to know who you are at a core level. Access the innermost recesses of your heart, which knows the truth and knows who you are. So that's all we've got for pile number 2. It's a kind of a profound pile, I think. It feels that, yeah, that you need to reclaim yourself. Reclaim yourself. That's what it feels like. The It's so important for you to reclaim yourself after your encounter with this person, because I hear that they've done a lot of psychological damage to you, but that your work is to, or your play, how should I say, instead of work, because I like to frame things in the best way possible. But yeah, your play is to reclaim yourself after the encounter with this person. I hear you could do that by connecting to the truest nature of your heart. You can reclaim your true self again. So that's what we've got for pile 2. Maybe give a like or comment if it resonated. Maybe subscribe if you check out my other videos. See if it's worth it for you to subscribe. See if you like the other topics. Like, check out the playlist section. And yeah, that's what we got for pile number 2. And now let's do pile number 3. What is the narcissist karma? So we're going to tune into possibly what they did, what their karma is, sort of their effects on other people, whatever comes up, their karma, and surrounding energies to what their karma could be. So let's do pile number 3, the orange flashlight pile. We've got justice in reverse, interesting, the moon reversed, materialism reversed, which is otherwise known as the devil, fascinating. My cat is watching out of the camera frame, but she's definitely watching. And 3 of wands, Queen of Wands, 3 of Wands, Queen of Wands, and let's see what else. The Tower, very fascinating. This really seems to tell a story here. So, let's see. My first thought is I'm brought to the materialism card, which is like this person is very. I'm hearing that they're very self-centeredly material, like they'll do anything. I'm hearing one of the things about them is they'll do anything to create the material life that they want. There's no limits to them. Like, I hear this gaping hole inside of them, and I hear they'll do anything, absolutely anything, to get what they want, and they'll step on whoever they need to get what they want, is what I hear. And I'm hearing that they never feel they feel like this absolute entitlement to do whatever they want, to get whatever they want, and they never ever feel like there'll be justice. They never will feel that there will ever be justice in their actions. And I'm hearing that the universe is going to teach them a lesson, because I hear that they've gotten away with his behavior for far, far, far too long. And I hear that when they try, okay, this is what I'm hearing now. I'm hearing when they try and move forward with another venture, like I see with the 3 of Wands, the Queen of Wands, their next venture is what I'm hearing. They're trying to move, and they're going to run into a tower movement and not even see it coming. They're just going to, the universe is going to run them. They're going to try and move forward and expand with 3 of Wands, them being the Queen of Wands, and they're going to run into a tower movement. Let's get some more details. What is the tower movement that they're going to run into? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. We've got merchant. They're not going to. They're sort of, their monetary connections will run out. Let's see what else. So something waiting. So waiting. They're not gonna. They're going to be waiting. They're going to somehow go into some sort of deadlock about their money. Like, they're going to feel like they're going to move forward and expect all systems to be go, but the all systems will not be go, is what I'm hearing. So yeah, they like to feel like this powerful business person, and they're not going to, and then they're not going to have, they're going to expect this, and not, they're going to expect everything to work out, but instead they're going to be and sort of like being in this deadlock. Let's see what else. What else is their karma? Tell me more about this tower moment as they try and move forward. So they're going to expect to create a foundation, some sort of foundation. I keep on getting like a powerful boss girl vibe, like something like that. And I'm hearing that they've stolen a lot of things from people, and trying to exact their plans. Like I keep on hearing like they try and exact plans in the future, and they have no trouble stepping on people and stealing from people in order to create what they want. But now they're going to run into a tower moment, and they're going to run into that because it's like, I hear the dog eat dog world, and that's their mentality. They excuse their behavior by saying, oh, that's the dog, um, um, dog eat dog world, right? So I got young woman. So I'm hearing that. Oh, and I'm hearing for that is that they have, they could, this will not resonate for everybody, but they may have a daughter who's a child, a daughter child who's disgusted with them, who has more morals than they do. Interesting. That's what I'm getting. I got young person, and I got, before I pulled out the child, when I got a daughter, and then I pulled out the child, so that's a confirmation. So it's like I get that they're gonna have a daughter who's the opposite to them, and who's actually has a moral center and service. And I hear in some way they're going to be forced into, I'm getting that they're used to bossing people around, being a boss bitch is what I hear. They're so used to, and I'm hearing this could actually in some cases be your boss or some sort of authority figure in some capacity, but they're going to be forced to like serve other people, and they don't think that they should ever serve other people. Like they're too arrogant, and they have no room in their life for service. They feel like other people should be. They've got quite an attitude on them. They feel that other people should serve them. Haughtiness, and I just said attitude, and I pulled the haughtiness. They've got a very. So I'm getting, because when the Queen of Wands can be badly aspected, she can be quite haughty, very bossy, completely insensitive to other people's feelings, a bit too much. So I'm getting they've got a very haughty attitude, and like they just like very haughty, and they're going to. I'm hear that they're going to pay for that, and they're going to be forced in sort of situation where they have to serve other people. And I just hear this image of this blowing like, huh, like just sort of the sense of. And I hear that they're going to want to try. They're going to try and create their plans. Their plans. They're very much about creating plans, financial. I get like in some cases it could be a man, but I'm getting an image of a woman who's very pushy about her financial demands, and I hear that they're going to try and move forward with a next venture. I'm hearing in some capacity, but they're just going to run into a obstacle and not be able to move forward. Is what I'm hearing. They're moving into an obstacle, and they're not going to be able to move forward, and they're going to run into a tower moment. Trying thinking of their plans. Like I just see them kind of obliviously walking forward, thinking, oh, everything's gonna be fine, and then things are not fine. Things will not be fine. Let's see if I can get another card that clarifies the situation. Okay, their karma. What is it? Reflect on their truth. And I hear they don't have a strong moral compass, so they can't really reflect on their truth because they don't have one. I'm hearing they don't really have a truth other than like pure domination of other people. And then also strengthen your gifts. I hear they don't have any gift that's not stolen from another person. Everything is stolen. I hear that everything is stolen, and they may have some addictions, or they look down at people. I hear that they look down at people with addictions, even though they're the sickest of all. I hear they look down at. I'm getting this image suddenly of them, like sort of looking down on other people, but it's like their reality. They're the sickest of all, and I'm hearing that count your blessings. that you got away from this person, is what I'm hearing. Count your blessings. Others will not so lucky. Accept what is dying. So accept that this person, you now know who this person is like. So accept that, it's painful when people are not who we want them to be. And it's like it's very painful, but acknowledge the pain too. Acknowledge the possible past life connections. That I'm hearing that in some cases you may have a lot of complicated feelings towards this person because you have a past life connection with them. Let's see, what kind of past life connection did you have with them? Sort of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm hearing thought. It's like they invaded you feel like they really invaded, and a lot of people who put this pile, it's like they really invaded. It's like they've invaded your thoughts. They're almost like a fungus that's taken over your life, and it's sort of like they've invaded so much of your thought space, and it's so frustrating. I'm hearing it's so frustrating, but I'm hearing they did this before, and there's patterns in the past where they did this as well. So no, it's not just in this life, but it's in the past lives as well. And yeah, I'm getting Nine of Pentacles. I'm hearing this person, their plans are not going to, their plans of pure financial power and independence, they're very much about accruing power through finances and just being this, they almost have this idealized version of themselves as this financial, financial sort of, goddess almost. They almost have this image. It's kind of funny. This either they have this image. I'm getting picking up a lot of energy of like they have this image of themselves as like I'm hearing what they're very strong in like the delusional side of narcissism, like the fantasies of unlimited power. Yeah, if you look at the DSM definition, they're very much about that, the power, and I'm hearing that they have plans to be this dominant, ultimate independent goddess almost. But I hear that they're going to try and execute these plans, but run into a tower moment because their plans are not based on love. Their plans are not based on love or goodness, and I'm hearing the universe will no longer support that. The universe will no longer support those kind of energies. So it's like they're not realigning with the new energies of the universe. They're just not doing that. They're not coming from a place of love and not coming from a place of truly wanting to create abundance for all or truly seeing how this affects other people. So I hear because the universe will no longer sustain their energy, they are going to just try and execute their plans, and it will no longer. They're going to be frustrated because I'm hearing what worked in the past will no longer work in the new energies, and they're not getting it. They're not getting the new downloads from the universe about about where this is the new universe, where it's headed, and they're just not, and they're just gonna run into a tower movement until they change their ways, and they're not gonna change their ways. So yeah, let's see if I can get one last maybe a message for you. Let's see. So I'm hearing constancy. And what I'm hearing from that is that this person may have an effect on your constancy and sort of your belief that you can have constancy or something. It's something to do with that. And I'm hearing you are allowed to have constancy in your life. You're allowed to have safety in your life. You are allowed to, because I'm hearing in some cases this could be a family person, or it's somebody who really made you feel that you can't have constancy in your life. But I'm hearing you can. You can have that sort of stability, that constancy, that love in your life, that kind of stable love. And I'm hearing that this was just the wrong person. This is the wrong person, and you do not have to have the energy of like this. I'm hearing you can do a 180 on attracting this type of person into your life. You can do a 180, and you can create love in your life love connections that are based on constancy, that are based on mutual trust and respect. And this person is not capable of that. But now that you know this, you can you can recognize the imprint of this type of person to avoid them and to never attract them ever again. I'm hearing you can have the constancy, you can have the safe love in your life that this person could never exemplify and could never offer you. But yeah, I think that's over now. I think that's all we've got for it. I hope that you have a terrific day. I hope this is helpful for you. Maybe check out my other readings. And yeah, I hope you have a terrific day. Bye bye.